Good evening, everyone. Bear with me a little bit today. I've been out of town most of the day visiting with my parents. Um, I guess today's Survival Sunday that I had planned for today, due to the weather being terrible and me having to go out of town to visit my parents, we'll do that one next week. Last week we talked about water purification, that kind of stuff. So if you talk about water, let's talk about fire. Um, This is my little Maxpedition pack. I've got a couple of these. Y'all have seen them. Most of this stuff fits right inside there, and it just fits in a backpack, and you're good to go. Okay, this I got in a battle box. This is Mini Inferno, and it's just a little shoe polish jar full of these little tender cookies. They smell like Zippo fluid. I don't know. I haven't played with them too much yet. I just keep them in there for a backup, I guess. Um, Anytime you go out in the woods, always have a ferro rod. Okay, I'm not a Bear Grylls uh, advertiser or anything like that, but I like this Bear Grylls Fire Steel. It works amazingly well, and you can store tinder in the end cap and all that. It's awesome. Another real cheap fire starter is cotton balls. These cotton balls I've coated in Vaseline. One spark from a ferro rod, and you've got a fire, and the Vaseline will let it last several minutes. Long enough if you've got everything that you need to get your fire going right there, you can get a fire going. I also carry these little fuel tabs. They're similar to the trioxane tablets that we used in the military. I found these on Amazon. Little folding stoves. You just drop one of these in the bottom of it, and it will boil a canteen cup full of water. So those work. I've got another little bitty miniature ferro rod right here. I've used a little bit. I found these dollar store mints. Make real good containers. Most people, you always have a Bic lighter. Most people, you see them tie stuff around it to keep the valve from being pressed and losing all your butane that's in there, but keep it in one of those little tins and it's not going to be able to be pushed down. I've got extra O-rings and extra ferro rod insert for this one in here. This is something I got in the latest and greatest battle box that I got yesterday. It's got pretty neat. Of course, it won't come out. Only on camera. Only on camera. Taco! Anyway, there's a ferro rod in there, so you can see it right there. You can stick it in the end right here, and it's got this little multi-tool carbon scraper AR-15 screw driving nut and battery charging thing. That came with it. It's designed with a purpose. It's specifically sized. You know how on your stocks you'll have a little battery compartment so you can keep extra batteries for your optics? It's specifically sized to be able to fit up in that hole. Where are we at? Okay. Fresnel lens. Some people call them just magnifiers. But solar ignition's pretty easy. It's actually a lot less work than a lot of people think, but nobody ever messes with it. In my bag, I keep a hunk of beeswax and some paracord. All I need is a stick, and I can make a bow for a bow drill. Y'all have seen this on some previous videos. Oops, that one broke. But you just take your spindle and sit it in there, and you can make you a bearing block out of just a hunk of wood for it to sit right there. Or, like MCK said, you can use the old Hoppy Indian way. It's just a bearing. I keep a little, I think it's an alternator bearing or something. I keep that in the bag too. It takes a lot of the work out of it, because I've been trying to do bow drills and have just as much fire underneath my hand as I do on the fireboard, and that's never good. And we've always got fat wood. I'm actually lucky enough to have sticks of this stuff laying around. Something else I want to talk to you about. When you're doing striking a ferro rod or anything like that, make sure you got a knife with a good 90-degree spine on the back of it, because you don't want to use your edge on your blade. If it's got a good 90-degree spine on it, you can shave your fat wood pretty easy. See? Use it to strike your ferro rod. This is something that came in the battle box too. It's a Gerber flat iron. Looks like an overgrown razor blade. I kind of like it. Extremely good belt clip retention here. It's new, so I got to break it in. But we've done water. Now we've done fire. Next weekend, I think we're going to talk shelters and emergency blankets. Appreciate y'all sticking with me. Y'all have a wonderful day, or what's left of it. I'm sorry it's so late for me getting this out. Like I say, I was busy and out of town. Give me some comments and questions and everything down there. All right, y'all. See ya.